Thanks, Sonny. You bring the coffee? Yes, there it is. Okay.
Let's make lumber!
Found my tape measure. Ones that are too short, probably just put over
Yep.
here.
So that pitch streak right there is no good. Probably need to cut that out, which means you're not going to get 2 boards out of that. Defects like this will end up exaggerating in the kiln and we'll end up with nothing. So at best we're going to get 1 board out of this, which is a tragedy. And this pitch streak continues quite a ways down this little piece of lumber.
How's that for productivity?
That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, these you'll probably have to cut in half.
Okay.
And then flip them over and do a cut that way.
And you're confident I can make the same cut in half?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Alyssa's doing a really good job.
It's barely noon and we've, I think, more than doubled what we did all day yesterday. What did we have yesterday? Like 3 rows? We have to look at Instagram.
Boards, 3 rows, and we're at 7 rows now.
So it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think the difference, there's 2 differences. One, you're helping me, where before I was having to like stop to go get new boards. And then we've moved on to these boards over here. I think these are what, 22?
We're cutting 18s right now, and then I'm sitting on 22s, yeah.
And these are the same boards, so for the most part, I'm doing 2 cuts on the sawmill and getting 4 boards, and you're doing half the thinking.
Well, yesterday I was trying to get ahead of you because I had to get stickers ready, I had to get the trailer ready, so I was doing a lot of the like getting ready, and you were kind of working through the shorty pile.
Yeah.
Which is like 4 cuts, 2 boards, 4 cuts, 2 boards, instead of 2 cuts, 4 boards. So
how's this going? You're pretty much just cutting these in half, right?
Well, yeah, on the 18s.
Some waste?
Yeah, we're gonna run into some varying thicknesses through here, so it's gonna take a little bit of planning on my part to set the thinner boards out of the way, but this is going good. Yeah, it's actually kind of a workbench too, so I don't have to pack it over to the sawhorses, cut it, and then pack it to the mill. And then I think just kind of worked out that way, that the way we made these when we cut the beams was like, for this purpose, dead on. Now, if you had to make like 2x10s out of this, well, it'd be 2 cuts, 1 board, 2 cuts, 1 board, but it's working out really good.
Jesse just asked how many 10-footers we need, and I said none, all 9-footers, and he reminded me, our floor joists where the stair opening is in the loft, we have a few of them that are not congruent with the others.
Just one.
Just one. Oh, just one. So if we have a 9-foot board, we're actually going to be short, so we'll need multiple 10-foot boards for the length of that floor joist.
It's a little like abstract because it's only going to affect every 3rd row, because 2 of the 3 rows will terminate over the outside joists, which are 3 foot on center. So every 3rd row, one's going to fall on that off joist where the stairs come up. So it's a tough count. I'm pretty sure we have enough 10-foot right now, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to just make a lot of 10-foot. I mean, if we're at it, we might as well do it. It's not going to cost us pennies more to have lots of extra wood.
We also realized that if we cut them to 9 feet now, we're going to have a foot of waste, but if we leave them at 10 feet, we'll still have to cut them down, but we don't know that in the kiln they won't checker something on the ends or which end it's going to check at, so I feel that leaving them at 10 feet now gives us some discretion later. On that note, I think keep going and see if we can at least double what we have.
I think they want to know how the sawmill's going.
Oh. Well, I'm getting covered in sawdust. That's a start.
Yeah.
I think it's going well. I feel that I'm ready to advance my knowledge, and I think the challenging part for me so far is adding blades widths and learning the Wood Miser calculator. It's not second nature to me yet. I know exactly where the 6-inch mark is, therefore where the 8-inch and the 10-inch is, but it just takes time.
Yeah. Gets a feel. You have to get a feel for everything. It's a pretty incredible machine, but you still relies on the operator, right?
I think it really is simple, but practice makes perfect. So sure. I still have to do a little more thinking.
I guess what's nice about this compared to the timber frame, we didn't have any extra logs with the timber frame that we knew of, and we certainly did not have extra time. So even if we had extra logs, the time was probably our biggest enemy. But here, do you feel under pressure to get these cut perfectly on schedule?
I don't. I know we have extra. I know we can make it work, so I'm not worried about messing up too much, although I don't think I've messed up yet.
From the looks of things, we probably ought to get the compressor over here.
Yes, we forgot to do that
from what
last
I can
night.
tell, you're struggling with the carriage getting bunged up in the sawdust.
Yeah,
and
wouldn't be a bad idea.
Quite difficult. And what's deceptive is that the sawmill head doesn't actually mill well when you are varying your speed. You need to be milling at a consistent speed, because otherwise, as the hardness of the wood changes, you're going to see dips and dives. It's just a good habit. It's probably not going to be a big deal for that stuff.
I feel like this may be worth sharing now. A few months ago, it probably seemed a little too soon, but when we first got this sawmill, I don't think we could have been more excited to make things wooden our own, right? And then I think the timber frame workshop was so serious that the fun factor disappeared very quickly, because we just didn't have any wiggle room. No wiggle room in the logs, no wiggle room in the time.
We also didn't have time. We tried to leave time on our schedule for the unknowns, but we didn't have time for the unknowns. So every time a blade would have to be changed, or the belts
something broke,
were broken, or the backhoe broke, or the backhoe battery died, it just...
Or the sawmill needed calibrated.
It was so angering.
Yeah, so I guess my point with this is that when it counts, when you're sawmilling, either for a living or for profit, or in this case to hit deadlines, Sawmilling gets really serious really fast. When losing a log or losing a day happens, I feel like it can really wear on you. Sawmilling more for fun or sawmilling for leisure is a completely different experience. Like, you're not over here literally pinching this wood pile to get our decking. You feel pretty confident we've got the decking.
That's very true.
So there's a lot less pressure. If we make a mistake on a board, and we've got a bunch of extra blades, there's no deadline, so there's really no pressure. And this is a great environment to learn. Whereas the time crunch of the timber frame, the learning is like no fun. It's crash course almost. Sawmilling looks easy. It looks like a lot of fun. Making sawdust is fun.
The act of pushing the head through the wood, that's easy.
We just want to share that because a lot of people watch our videos and they feel like, oh, that looks fun or that looks easy. And we agree, it's both fun and easy, but it's not the sawmilling necessarily that makes it stressful. It's all the other extrinsic deadlines and realities, limited materials, cost, etc.
I think today, instead of going to get London fogs, we're gonna go to the store to get London fog makings. Then we can have them whenever we want.
In our cups?
Heck yes.
Oh, that's gonna be bad.
So I say you should do the London fog run.
Yeah.
Not right now, but maybe
It's a little
maybe
early.
soonish.
Motivation's still pretty high.
Oh, it's never too early for
Oh
London fogs.
boy. Holy cow.
Not bad for first half of the day.
Good run. Good run.
It's almost a unit.
Yeah, so I think I counted we need 15 rows high to be at 1/2 of our total.
We'll
needs.
easily get that today.
Oh yeah, what were we, about 13 now? 12, 13? I think we're at 13 and we're on 14 now. Actually, those boards on the mill.
11.
Oh, we're at 11?
Yeah, the boards on the mill will be 12, so
12.
3 more rows.
Not bad, so
Pretty
that's
good.
I don't know how high we're supposed to make a unit.
4 feet.
Sure. I think we can make them really high because, I mean, when they put them in the kiln, you know, they can stack a couple of units high.
Yeah.
I guess we don't know. I can tell that motivation is dwindling, which means only one thing. It's LF time.
It is LF30.
It's LF30. I forgot to tell you I snuck some 10-footers in here.
Your fingers.
Watch everything you have that's precious. Oh, that's looking good, looking good, looking good. Oh, looking good. I'm just gonna say that we make some pretty nice looking units of lumber.
Yeah, we do.
Ooh. I think it's only fair, and it seems mildly primal, to just mount whatever it is that you make. Like, just get up on top of it. Wowza. This will be our ceiling
Yep.
and our upper floor. So pretty.
Would you guys believe that this was waste? And it still feels a little wrong to cut up all these beautiful 12, 14, 16 inch wide boards for flooring, but this is great.
Yeah.
This is like free money. Is that what they say? So
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad because if I'd have known we were gonna do this, I might have tried to, no I wouldn't. We didn't have room. That was why I turned all that stuff to firewood. It was like up to our eyeballs,
Yeah.
right?
We did the best we could.
This was just the wood that my heart and my soul couldn't bring me to cut into firewood. Like, it just seemed like a sin.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was annoying at the time, but I'm glad
Yeah.
we saved it.
Yeah. Sometimes time has that effect.
It does.
First you're like, I hate this is stupid, I'm gonna burn it all.
You're
and then you're
always
like,
happy
oh, I'm
you
glad I
did it.
didn't.
Always.
Yeah. Bugaboo. Did you see? Oh, bye. Where are you going? Bye, Bugaboo. What are you doing? Huh? Did you see the lumber pile that Mom and Dad made? Oh, you're sandy. Yeah, you're all covered in sand. Oh. Oh, Bug-a-fish.
Oh. Oh, sand.
Roly
sand.
poly.
Sand, sand,
Roly
sand.
poly.
Oh, so dirty. Now I'm gonna go crawl in the bed.
Yep, exactly.
Hey,
Go inside and walk around. Bugaboo, it's LF30, so we gotta go, okay?
Oh God, that's good. Wow.
This is our 2018 savings plan. The plan is to put more money in our pocket and less money in the coffee cartel. All right, stickers.
I have so much sawdust sticking to my lips.
3 boards left to go. All right, and up we go. Alyssa worked really hard to maximize 2 boards, and she did pretty good. This one over here has got a little bit of wane on it, a lot of wane actually, so we're gonna toss that one.
There's no reason to be yelling over this.
Amen. So what happened on this one? Oh, it's got pitch seams in it.
This board had like a lot of pitch seams. And
yeah.
Once you took off the wane, whatever side you went from,
Pitch.
you were flirting with it.
Okay.
So I tried to pick the least of all evils. This is
Yep.
probably just gonna check all the way.
Yeah, I would say give it to him. Right? There's no harm in having to make too much wood, and if it comes out fine, fine, and if it doesn't, toss it.
We don't know the limits.
Right.
So by giving him pieces like this, we'll find the limits.
Yeah, and we're paying by the 1,000 board feet, not by the board foot. Right? So if you're gonna buy it, you'd be like, I'll do without it. But with all this stuff, it's by the 1,000. So it's not gonna kill us to have a little extra. Good job maximizing lumber.
Yeah, it's a good lesson.
Funny how 2 cuts, 4 boards, 2 cuts, 4 boards, and then it's like 1 board, like 19 cuts. Yeah.
Well, it's funny is no matter how good I do it, sometimes I try to get like right to the edge of the wane and I still get wane.
Oh yeah.
It's because you can't measure everywhere accurately.
You got it. So now you know how I felt when I was making those beams, and I'm like, and it was like right by the nubbin, and I'm like, Alyssa, you need to plane that off.
Yep.
This one ready to go up?
Yeah, these boards are
I'll
trying
help
to
you.
freeze to the sawmill.
Yeah, I don't know how cold it is out here, but it's like,
It's cold.
definitely getting chilly-milly.
It's cold enough that I'm starting to get like a brain freeze.
Yeah. All right, and up. All right, going back to the pile. Throwing back.
If your name is Wayne, I'm sorry.
Hey, Wayne.
Like,
Wayne.
you're permanently the screw-up pile.
Oh.
Like, oh, it has a lot of Wayne, put it over there.
Ooh,
But
brutal.
nothing is better than Wayne in the right places.
Bazango. Good recovery.
Yes.
Well played.
In other words, if you're Wayne, you have people hate you or love you, right?
Right.
But you don't get to be on the fence.
Nope, no on the fence Waynes.
I think we're back at this again tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we were overconfident. I think what happened was I got to this stack and I'm like, I just don't want to start there. We have so much other wood that we could mill. I'd rather pick through these piles and be fussy and try to keep as much of this stuff intact as possible.
Yeah.
We've got 2 or 3 piles on the other side that are just random widths, random thicknesses. So if we can knock that stuff into flooring, huge win. Cutting this stuff up still somehow like makes me feel weird.
I think in the end, all you can do is kind of like roughly go through your pile and make some calculations on paper, but then you'll really see what everything's made of when you put it on the sawmill. Because some boards we were able to get like 6 out of a board instead.
Right.
Of
Well, we
2
did the
or
math
4.
early, so it
But
wasn't
then-
a gamble.
But then others we didn't quite get what we thought. So in the end it might work out, but they're all just rough calculations.
Yep.
Do you see what I see? I'll have to talk to Jesse, see if he left that there, or maybe it was Bugaboo.